What are we thinking for a genre today? I'm kind of thinking, yoga flow's too mellow, man. I really want to like get juiced for these calls. Can't do a yoga flow. I'll be like asleep as I talk to these sellers. Oh, I could do my workout mix. Yeah, let's do that today. Let's do some commercials. I'm thinking commercial. Voicemail.
Hi, good morning, sir. I was calling about the property that was for sale. Is this the owner? Are you guys still looking to get that property sold, or have you guys decided to hold on to it? It looks like it's in great condition. What had you guys thinking about selling it in the first place?
Great question.
Okay, so you guys are no longer looking to make that move happen anymore? I don't want to waste your time. I guess if you were to receive an offer for the property that is reasonable and acceptable to you, let's say in the next 30 to 45 days, that's not something that you would entertain at this time. Would it be all right if I stayed in touch with you? Okay, sounds good, Marcus. You have a great day. I gotta get better at asking a question.
It's a good question. So, ask when you said was there a particular reason you were looking to sell it in the first place? What was his response?
He said they were looking to move. Try to ask where specifically where you guys are.
Yeah.
To move.
And he said,
nowhere in particular.
Then I would. The next question is, hey, I really appreciate that. Just so I know, again, it's really for me to be able to help serve you the best I can. Did something change with that move? Is that something that's not on the table anymore? And if he says no, okay. So if you received an offer that was reasonable and acceptable to you in the next 30 days, would you entertain it? You can also ask that right out of the gate. If he says we were looking to move, but we're not anymore. Okay, so if we had an offer for you, Mr. Seller, that was reasonable, acceptable, and let's say the next 30, 40 days, do you think you'd take the offer, or do you think you're just going to keep the home forever? Dude, just called back. I just called you, brother. He's an attorney. Hi, is this Joseph?
Yes.
Hey, Joseph. Sorry, I think we got disconnected. My name's Daniel.
What's up, Daniel?
Hey, thanks for calling back. First of all, I appreciate you on a Saturday. I know it's an off day. I just wanted to reach out to you real quick. I'm a commercial agent in the Jersey City area with Tip Commercial. Wanted to just reach out to you real briefly regarding the building that was for sale over on Kennedy Boulevard.
I'm under contract right now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just waiting to see if the mortgage goes through.
The reason we were calling is it looked like the listing actually came off the market as expired.
I had a private buyer, that they wanted to just do a private sale.
Most investors do. They don't want to compete with other investors. So that's not uncommon, Joseph. You're an attorney. You probably know that.
Yeah. So once we had it listed for 2.5, and it was listed for 2.2, and we weren't getting any buyers on it.
Okay.
The rents are real low. This is a strong buyer who's having a hard time right now. So we got a contract for 1,850. They're putting up 850. They're financing $1 million, and they've already had a couple banks turn them down already. Right now they got a smaller bank that's in the process now. So that so hopefully that goes through. If not, there's two other banks that they were going to look at. They're going to look at Heritage and Bayonne Community Bank.
I'm imagining the banks are saying no because the numbers aren't working with what they want to finance.
Yeah, but they know what to do. I'm not going up. The apartments are all done. The apartments are all new, so they go up on the tenants' rents. I don't want to do it. I know them for a long time. So
Sure. Sure. No, of course.
I'm only getting $1,300 per apartment. It's 2 bedrooms with a living room, new kitchen, new bathroom, new floors, new ceilings, new lights. Everything.
Wow. They are getting a steal.
I already told them. I said, look, whoever the new owner is, he can kiss it goodbye. You can't afford it, you're going to be out.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, that is for that area. Yes, I know this is grossly under rented. So that's why they're probably upset, because they know that they're going to be paying market, which is, I would say, if they're renovated apartments, you're looking at, I would say, close to double on that. That's why we wanted to call you. That's why I wanted to call you. I looked at it and I said, there's no way this thing shouldn't have sold. So, and we've traded buildings like yours, numerous times for top dollar. So, That's why I wanted to reach out to you. So listen, number one, I appreciate you sharing this info with me, Joseph. It helps me help you. What's the time frame with regards to these guys just going from bank to bank?
So I would say in about a month, if they're not done and they decide they're going to pull out, because they may decide to pull out.
And thank you. I appreciate you letting me know that. So the question that I have for you is when did this contract actually get in full? Like, when did you come to an agreement, a meeting of the minds with this?
Maybe in October.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It was supposed to have a closing date January 2nd, but they're working on it.
Yeah. All right. So we've been in the business for years. My partner and I. I've been in this industry since 1999. This isn't anything that we haven't seen before. Financing right now is tough. We know this on the commercial side. If I would share this with you, Joseph, and I mean this wholeheartedly, that if in 2 to 3 months they're not able to finance this, I'll be very honest with you. I don't think that a bank's going to be able to do it. And the reason I say that is we get this a lot where we reach out to clients they've been on the market, they came off, didn't happen, but then they have, Dan, we have a couple buyers that reached out to us privately. And the reason they do that is because, number one, they don't want to compete with other investors when we actually be able to market the property properly. But number two, more importantly, is when they do compete, sometimes they're going to have to pay more for the building than they want. This is what we do. So what we do is we paint a story. When we present this to investors, there's a story behind literally every building that we sell. Okay, you have a story behind this building. One of the stories behind it is the property is not rented all the way to full market because you've been good landlords over the years to these people. We run into that, Joseph, I can't tell you how many times. So our job is to present it to the sellers exactly what you are saying. Here's the potential of it. Here's what you could get. So here's a value that we're going to put on the building on its potential. Now, there's some investors that'll take it. There are some that won't. Most of them won't, but it's our job to sell it to them on its potential.
Right, I got you.
And that's what we do. So that's why I wanted to reach out to you and give you a time frame. If you're open to it, I know you have this contract and it's like, man, these guys are good and they're going. You're into 3 months now and they haven't even able to. They don't have the ability to buy it. You're in 3 months. You're going to go and what's the game plan? You're going to go another 3 to see if they can finance it?
No, I'm gonna find out shortly.
Okay. Let's say they can't, because again, in our experience, most of these investors they can't. If they don't have the ability to buy it out of the first month to 2 months, it usually doesn't work. I hope it does for your sake, because again, the goal here is for you to sell the building, whether it's with us or somebody else, Joseph. It doesn't matter. The goal for you is to get it sold. If this doesn't in the next few weeks, let's say to a month, are you open to sitting down with the owner of this company, Jason, and I? We come up with a strategy and a plan for you and your family. Here's how we're going to present this to the public, okay? And we come up with a story for you. And what we'll do first is show you the buildings that we've sold that are like yours, so you at least see a track record.
Yeah, I'll give you a call. I'll give you a call if that's that turns out to be the case.
Well, let's do this. Let me send you our info so you can do some research on us.
Okay.
Is that fair?
That's fair.
All right. What's the best email address for you? All right. I'm going to send you an email that's going to have our website. It'll have what it's going to have is a couple attachments of some slide decks that we've done that are going to be buildings that are similar to yours, but are in the area that you can take a look at and see how we'd present your property to our investors as very different than what you've had. It's going to be very different. And then you'll see that. All right. I'll follow up with you in a couple weeks. You let me know, hey, Dan, this is happening, or you know what, it ain't. And I'm open to having a conversation with you and the owner of the company.
All right. And what's the name of your real estate company?
It's called TIP Commercial.com. No, my pleasure. Listen, I'll get that email out to you today. And and this is my cell, Joseph. So if there's anything that, any new news that comes up, you know what, we just figured out it ain't happening, reach out. If not, you'll hear from me in a few weeks and we'll go from there, my friend.
Okay.
All right. Cool. That's a $2 million building. These guys are paying, just so you know, Fidel, they're paying $185 because he didn't have it. They reached out to him privately. So it's probably worth a little more than that. I know it's under the rents are low, but they can increase those rents easily. So that's why these guys don't want to go on the open market, the investors. He, as a seller, he's looking at it like he has a bird in the hand with a contract. It's not going to go through. These guys can't get financing. They've already been through 3 banks. 3 banks said no. Now they're going to go to, like, the underwriting's all the same. It's not different. The numbers in the building are not carrying what they want to borrow. So the banks are saying no. Makes sense. So as you start to do these, when you get these buildings, these are some of the things that I want you to hear these calls, because these are some of the things that you're going to hear. And immediately when he said, well, they're just going to another bank, they're going to use a small bank. No, man, everybody's the same. They're all using the same formula. This is what you got coming in. This is what you got going out. They're not jiving. This is too much compared to this. Saturday mornings, man, these are great times to call.
The following is a price reduction conversation that was handled like a pro. Do not attempt this unless you're being coached or supervised.
Hi, Daniel.
How are you?
Okay, how are you?
Good. Did I catch you at a good time?
That's okay. It's a video. I can skip some of it.
Look at you working on a Saturday. I know we spoke a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to, follow up with you and let you know since then what we've had. Unfortunately, we have not had any showings since that time. And another unit went on the market, and it is a 1-bed, and they only priced it $15,000 above us, and it's renovated to the 9s.